Hello, Koi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you
How are
today,
you today?
Koi?
Yeah, I'm fine. How about you?
I'm good. Okay. Even though there's a lot of stress, but that would be life. Life must go on, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we were going to make our life as happy. Okay. So that it becomes happy all the time, right? Koi? What about you? Are you happy?
Yes, I'm really happy because I have found something
You found something?
I started to
Uh-huh. Something wrong again with your audio, with your microphone maybe, Koi. It's choppy again. So there.
because I have discovered something new.
Oh, what is that? Would you kindly share it to me?
I started to I started to wake up at 4 a.m. to exercise and do home, and
Mm.
I'm not really stay in too late.
Ah, okay. Oh,
Like,
that would be nice.
and I don't really like eating meat or fish. I started to only eat vegetable. I gradually become a vegetarian.
Very good. Oh, that would be nice. You are into healthy diet. Okay. And that would be nice actually. So you have to keep that up, Koi. Why? Because it can improve actually our memory. Remember, but if you don't eat meat, there's also part of this our body that needs that one because we need also protein. What about, do you substitute that one with meat, substitute it with fish so that you can have a protein? Do you eat fish? No? You don't eat fish?
Um,
Only vegetables?
fruit and tofu.
Ah, yeah, okay. Oh, there would also be protein for that. Okay, that would be nice, Koi. Oh, keep that up, huh? Keep that up. Maintain that one, okay? Okay, so that would be a new discovery, okay, for healthy lifestyle, actually, Koi. Okay, so I'm going to share the presentation to you now. I hope you can see it, Koi. Can you see it?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, okay. So today we will be going to have Unit 5 writing. Okay, so we will be going to do writing activity in here. Okay, another exercise, another technique on how we were going to answer. Okay, different questions maybe in a writing exam in IELTS. Okay, so what are we going to learn in here? We were going to learn how to analyze and advantages and disadvantages in making easy tasks. And then you can plan your ideas and organize them into paragraphs. Remember how to do paragraphs again, huh? And then use linkers to make your essay easy to read. It's very important. Okay, so we were going to learn them all. Okay, Koi. Okay, first activity for the leading activity in here, Koi. Look at the photos and discuss the questions which follow with the partner. So, what are the questions? What are the advantages?
Advantages of working in the city and working in the country.
Yes, so let's try to do that first. Huh? Now, try to look at first the picture in here. Okay, I have to make this one smaller. The first picture is working in the country. Now, when you say working in the country,
Working in the country, the people will be more carefree and the compet the competitiveness is gradually small than working in the city and
okay,
not that
okay.
fast.
Yes, yes. Okay. Before we were going to give our idea first, let's try to understand what's a country all about. Are we talking about country, let's say Vietnam, country in the Philippines, country in Europe? So what does it mean when we are talking of working in the country?
It means working in the rural area.
Yes, okay. It doesn't mean that if we're talking about country, that refers to Vietnam, Philippines, or something like that. Okay, because there is also another term for that. So that means working in a
The country.
rural area or in a
Yeah.
mountain place maybe or mountain province maybe, right? Compared to working in the city. Okay, now, okay, you had already given me some of your ideas on how to work in the country. Okay, let's try to put that one into writing, Koi. So how are we going to do that first? There should be there should be the so-called order of that Koi. Remember, huh? What's the order? What are the advantages
Um,
and
this
disadvantages, oh, sorry, of working in the city and working in the country? So first, we should have to understand first the advantages, right? Okay, so in working for that, how are we going to do that? Let me see. How are you going to do that? Let's say if we were going to put that one into writing, how it will look like. Okay, first, you should have to have a note first. Again, remember that, huh? You should have to have a note taking or chatting your own ideas so that when you incorporate that one to make a paragraph, you do have now the idea. Okay, so first, we have to put that one into writing first. Okay, country. Let's try to put that, huh? Then, first, advantages. Okay, list down all the possible advantages, Koi. Okay, what are those advantages in working in a country?
um competitiveness is certain working in the country
Competitiveness.
is the smaller is no match to working in the city.
Okay. Now, just for a while, we're talking only in the country. We will not going to what is one? We will not going to compare because the comparison is not yet there. Okay? That means we need to list down all the advantages first of working in a country. So first, you said competitiveness. Okay, competitiveness. Why is it you said competitiveness? Is it there are there any competition in working in the country?
Is smaller
Because when
uh
we say competitive, that means it's very competitive person. That means he wanted to compete with others, right?
uncompetitiveness.
Okay. So not competitive, right? Okay, no, 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 no. When we say
In in
incompetitiveness,
I'm not sure about that.
hmm, okay, look at what they are doing, Koi. What they're doing. They're having
They are doing um, like kindergarten the vegetable.
okay, of
Are
course.
working
And what they are doing, Koi, they are exerting more physical
agriculture product.
physical work, right? Right, Koi? So they're doing
Eh?
more on the physical work, right? Why? Because they use their effort, they use their strength in order to work, right?
Yes.
Okay? Oh, that's the first observation, huh? That's in working in the country. What else? What do you think would be the things that they are doing aside from exerting their effort? So, what do you think would be these things are? Okay, that would be the second idea, right? Okay, do you think they are healthier?
Of course, they have
Yes. Oh, we
more
have to put that one into writing, huh? So they are healthier. Why is it they are healthier?
but when they are do more physical work, so their body
Yes. And you know that, right? And what they eat, Koy?
vegetable
Vegetable.
raw material.
Huh?
I mean, they eat raw material from agriculture. No,
Yes, root crops, vegetables, and they are very fresh, right? Because it came from it came from the soil, and then after that you have to cook that. So what happened to your body? It gives you healthy body, okay? And
yes.
do you think are they enjoying what they are doing? Are they enjoying, Koy? Are do they enjoy what they are doing?
It seems like yes,
Yes. So we are going to say that they
happier.
are, yes, more, or they are happier. Okay. And since they are happier, what happened, Koy? Since they are happier, there would be less
As um as common.
stress, right? Oh, now we have an idea now, huh? We have an idea now on how we are going to put the advantages in working in the city. Okay. Now, we've done already the advantages in working in the country. Now, what about working in the city? So what are the advantages in working at the city, Koy?
Advantages.
Yes. What do you think?
I think working in the city will
Okay. Um, what do you think compared to working in the country? Do you think when it comes to the salary, Koy? Do you think?
um, salary will be higher.
Yes. So, higher salary. Okay, that's the first advantages in working in a city. Aside from that, what else? What's the life in the city, Koy?
It's birthing.
It's very something like that.
Uh,
Like, oh, I can go with my friend, I can go to the disco, I can go to the sing-along bar, okay, I can drink, so something like that. So therefore, the
uh,
life is
actually,
exciting, right?
uh,
So the
I
life in the city is exciting. Why? Because there's a lot in there in the city, right, Goy? Right. Okay. What else? Oh, what about when
think
you are, let's say, for example, looking for a job? So there would be lots of,
opportunity.
yes. Okay. Because in the country, you don't have. opportunity because it's just farming, right? So the opportunity there is just whether you can harvest or you can plant. And that's only the opportunity in there. You will going to plant or you will going to harvest. And that's it. Okay, that's the life. Okay, aside from that, what else, Koy? What do you think? Hmm? Do we have another advantages in working in the city? What else?
I
Okay.
think
What about, do you need to wake up early, something like that? Or what do you think? So the life in the city is so
is
busy, but that's not the advantages. That's
yeah,
the
it,
advantages. Right, Koy? Okay. So we will not going to put that busy is the disadvantages. Okay. Now, look at this, huh? Do you think we cover now the so-called advantages between working in the country and working in the city? Do you think we were able to put in there now the differences between the two? Yes or no? Of course, yes, right?
yeah.
Right, boy? Okay, now, what are now the disadvantages? Okay, what are the disadvantages now, Koy? Advantages. Okay, so the advantages first in working in the country, what do you think?
It's
When it
basic
comes to the salary, Koy, if you are just working as a farmer,
only farmer, so
you will going to have only lower salary, right? If you don't have own a farm, if you don't own a farm, Koi, and you are just working for somebody, for someone, you are just only paid the
what
lower amount, right? So that would be the sad part. You were going to work early in the morning from 7 o'clock in the morning up to 5 o'clock in the afternoon, but you will just going to take home only a little amount of money. So that would be very, very sad, right?
yeah,
Okay. Aside from that, what else? Do you think, do you have a lot of opportunities in working in the country? Less, right? So less
yeah,
opportunities. In the city there would be a lot of opportunities, but in the country less opportunities. Okay.
um,
Okay, what
as
else? Oh,
opportunity,
fewer, sorry. Fewer, not less. Okay.
fewer working opportunity.
Yes. Oh, what else?
Number three is uh, you can broaden your knowledge
Okay.
or your
Or
broaden your experience in your working.
so that needs your,
As we cannot broaden our knowledge in our working sector.
oh, how do we put that one into short words? So we need to revise that one. So in if we are just going to put that one into 1 to 2 words only, so what do you think would be that one? That means if you are working in the country, that means you have only what? You do have, okay, there would be lack of education,
Nation.
right? So only maybe, okay, but not all actually, Koy, ha, because there are also farmers that graduated from college, okay, from their chosen field, but a lot Okay, a lot of people who are working in a country, they have lack of education. That's why they cannot get a job in the city because they don't have education, right?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, that's the reason why. Oh, I just have to stay here in the province, in the country, because I don't have education. So I just have to plant and harvest, right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Aside from that, what happened, Koi? If there would be calamities happen in the province,
Climate. Oh,
yeah. So it's because of the bad, there would be bad weather condition.
their agriculture. They're working in
Yeah,
on weather.
yeah. Right? Like for example, if it is drought season, you know what's drought season? That means dry season. There would be no rain. So what happened to the farmer, Koi? They can't plant. Yeah, right? So what
Yes.
happened to them? They don't have work also. Okay? Okay. Oh, what else? What else? What do you think? No more? Okay, let's try to go to the disadvantage of working in the city. So, number one,
Competitiveness.
competitiveness. Okay, of
Competitiveness.
course, right? There would be very competitive. Okay, there are a lot of competitions when it comes to working in the city, right, Koi? Okay, competitiveness. What else aside from that? Do you think the work is just easy?
Busy.
Yeah, okay. So the life in the city, working in the city is so busy. You need to wake up early in the morning in order to catch up for work. Because if you are just commuting, if you will not going to wake up early in the morning and commute, so you might be late in going to your work because that's the city, because the city always there would be terrible traffic,
Yes.
right? So we have to consider that one also. Okay, aside from that, do you think working in the city is just easy? It's tiring actually.
Hiring.
Working, yeah, working in the country, no one will going to tell you, oh, you have to do this, you have to finish this one. No one will going to tell you that, okay? But working in the city, they will going to tell you, oh, why is it you're not working? Okay, work, 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 something like that. Okay, so the boss will always nag you like that. Okay, or what else? What else, Koi?
Maybe some earthing live.
Hmm?
Earthing life.
What do you mean by that?
Wait.
Let me see. Okay. A bustling life. Okay. Why do you say that?
As my practical experience, we can say that working in the city is very tiring and busy, and if you wake up early as morning, you can also stay in up too late.
Yeah. And you can also go home late, right? Because of the heavy or because of the terrible traffic. So you go to the office, you go to your work traffic, and then when you get home, it's also traffic. So it's going to be very, very tiring. Okay? And that would be every day, right? Okay. Oh, we can say that one. It's bustling. Okay, bustling What did you say? Bustling life?
Yes, working life.
Yeah, bustling life. Okay, aside from that, Koi, what else? What happened to those person or individual living in the city without education? So what happened to them? There would be difficult to get to work, right, Koi? Because of the competition, because of the your credentials, because in the city credentials are very important. If you're not a graduate of this, oh, you are not qualified,
Yeah.
right? But if you are a graduate in this particular course with honors, wow. So a lot of companies will going to hire you and offer you the highest salary, right? Remember that. That's why you koi, huh? You have to maintain your standing, okay? Because in the future, you can be able to reap that one. You can be able to harvest that one koi. So never stop, okay? Never stop. I know it's very, very hard for you to achieve, but that's part of life, okay? That's part of life. Sooner or later, you will able to reap all of that uh what is one sacrifices and trials, then you will going to reap the happiness and the fruits of that labor. Okay.
Yeah.
For now, there would be sleepless nights. I know that because when I was a student, just like you also, there would be sleepless nights. That means sometimes we can't sleep because even though we are already on the bed, lying, but still there is something in our mind that bothered us, right? So we can't sleep. Okay, now, Koy, since we listed now the advantages and disadvantages, it's time for you to what? To put this one into writing using, okay, a paragraph. Okay? So that is now. Now, it's very easy for you to do that. Why? Because you already chatted down the ideas. You put them based on their order. Again, in answering that one, Koi, you should have to answer first the advantages. Following after that would be the disadvantages. Okay, Koy. So you will going to say first advantages in working in a country, and then after that one, you have to say also the disadvantages in working in the country. After that, here again, the city advantages and then disadvantages. Okay? Okay. Can we do that one, Koy? Let me see. Let me see, huh? Now again, we have here, where is that? Look at this, at Koi. In writing part two, you may be asked to write an essay on the advantages and disadvantages of a particular topic. The activity again, Koi, is in writing part two because there is writing part one.
Yes.
In the writing part
Not
two,
every.
yes, you have to write the advantages and disadvantages of a particular topic, just like this. Okay, but we don't know, right? We don't know what might come out, okay? Because we're not the one making the test, okay? But at least we do this, we practice, right, Koy? And remember, to present both sides of the argument, because these are arguments actually, right? These are arguments between advantages and disadvantages. So to present that one and to give your opinion in writing part two. So both sides, show the argument on both sides.
I get it.
Okay, okay. Shall we? Oh, that's just only for one number one, huh? So we were able to present now this one. Now we have to put that one into writing using essay. Okay, using essay in a paragraph form. Remember again, in in writing an essay, there should be what are the parts? Okay, of essay parts. What are those, Koi? There would be introduction, there would be body, and there would be conclusion. Okay, you should have to remember that, huh? In writing an essay in a paragraph form. Remember, in a paragraph form, there are also considerations that we need to understand. What are those? We have the so called black form in writing, and we have also semi black form. Remember that, huh? Okay. The black form, okay, first paragraph. Okay, it should be like that. In semi-block, there would be an indentation. Okay.
Okay, maybe we can consider it as a homework.
Okay, sure. And we will going present that one to me on the next meeting, okay?
Yes,
Oh,
tomorrow.
okay. So remember this one, huh? Can you please what is one? Can you take a photo of this, huh? So that you can be
Yes,
able to remember. Okay.
but I don't
Let's
know how to
proceed.
take photo.
Okay, thank you. Now, remember how to do that. Okay, remember how to do the essay, parts of the essay. I want to see introduction, the body, and the conclusion coin. And then I want to see also if you use black form or you use a semi-black form. Now, if you're going to ask me, which do you think would be the best? It depends upon you. Okay? It depends upon you. Okay. Next, question number two. Where, where
Or we
would you prefer to work and why? Oh, there's also a question, huh? Where do you prefer to work and why? Yeah. So that's the picture, Koy.
neither working in the country or working in the city have its disadvantages and advantages. But for me personally, I prefer to work
In the
free the
in the
country.
in the country. Oh, why?
Oh, prefer the feeling of being peaceful and eating raw material like vegetable, fruits by an our hand planting it. So it's the best feeling rather than working in the city. That's everyone work crowded and keep working like robots. If you
Y-
notice that and working in the city makes people seem emotionless and lies. Okay, it's emotionless and working just like robot, and that's my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah. Okay, but there is this particular follow-up question, Koy, because if ever the examiner, if ever the examiner doesn't satisfy your answer, the examiner sometimes would ask you more questions. Okay, so if ever, okay, if ever, okay, I know you have points for that because you were able to justify your answer that working, you prefer to work in the country because of this, because of that. Okay, because of working in the city, because of this, because of that. So you were able to mention also the disadvantage or advantages and the disadvantages. Okay, but according to you personally, you prefer to work in the country, and that's the reason. Now, Follow up question: why you need to study? You need to study working in a country, or you need to get a particular degree because you want to prove to yourself that you can do that in the city. So that's the question now. So if you wanted to work in a country, so why do you need to study? If ever, Koy, I'm not saying that is coming from me, but if ever there would be a follow-up question like that, so you should have to be ready, okay? Because sometimes examiners would like to ask questions like that. And it's very true, Koy? There would be a points, right? There would be point. Why is it you are studying? Do you study? It's because you wanted to prepare your future working in the country, or do you study because you wanted to prepare yourselves to a more competitive society? Is it hard to answer?
No, it's actually. Can you ask again?
Yeah. Oh, let's say, for example, you study, right? Okay. If ever I am the examiner and the follow-up question would be, oh, so you prefer working in a country, but my question is, why do you study? Do you study because you wanted to get a degree to work in a country only? Or you study to get a degree because you wanted to work in a competitive city?
Actually, I'm learning in the city. I'm studying in the city because I want to prove my ability to with disorder in the city that I'm not. Wait,
Okay. Uh, you have to think of that very wisely, Koy, because actually there is no wrong answers for that. It depends on how you were going to explain it, okay. This is it. I'm going to give you a clue, this is it, Koy, in explaining that one, because you have points, okay. Actually, there's nothing wrong in working in a country even though you have a degree, right? So you may going to say to the examiner that, yeah, okay, I got your point, but I think there's nothing wrong working in a country even though I have a degree. Okay, why? Because I can be able to also apply what I have learned in school even in the country first. Okay, you have to put some explanation or discussion for that first. Okay, I want to teach my countrymen in the country how to do the farming more effectively, right?
yes,
Right, Koy? So there's a point. Okay? And I am going to bring also my knowledge, okay, my degree in teaching also my countrymen of other things, okay, aside from farming, right?
yes.
Although you may going to say, although I am not receiving high payment for that because I am going to do this by only for free because of my love for my countrymen. But sooner or later, when their life becomes successful, it will come back to me. And that would be an owner for me. And sooner or later, maybe I can also put up my own farm, and my countrymen are the one working with me, and I am going to give them the salary that is commensurate for them. Oh, see?
Yes.
Right, Koy? Oh, those are some of the examples. Okay. In actually in an essay, there is no wrong answers for that. Okay. It's just it depends on how you were going to give your opinion. Okay. You have a point. Yes, you can. Even me, I want also to work in the country, huh? I want to I want to live there. Okay, I want to live there because there would be a lot of advantages compared to the city. Okay, Goy? Okay. So do you have questions so far with this, Koy?
No. And
No more. Okay. Now, look at this one, huh? Planning your answer. So planning your answer for writing part two is vital. What we do? Okay, what do we do just a while ago? We what we did, Koy? We plan, right? So these are what we call planning. Sorry, planning. Okay? Because we shut down, okay, important important words in making an essay. Because if you were going to plan, if you do have this particular notes, okay, it's easy for you to do the essay. Okay? And look at this, Koi. Effective planning will ensure your essay is, oh, see, will ensure your essay as relevant. When we say relevant, what does it mean?
relevant is suitable. Uh, I mean, and answer the question.
Okay, importance. So you will be able to give an importance. There would be the so-called like for example in weighing, right? In weighing, because there are actually a lot of answers, Koi, that there would be no weight, right? There would be no weight. The relevance doesn't there. Although, wow, the paragraphs, the essay, will the parts is there, the introduction, the body, the conclusion, but the organization, Koi, there is no relevance. There is no importance because he talks about this particular topic in the body, in the introduction. He talks again that one on the body, and then after that, in the conclusion, he or she was able to talk about other things, which is not related, which is not relevant to your introduction or to your title or to your topic. So you have to stick only to a topic. Do not go beyond that. And structured. So when we say structured, clearly organized in paragraphs. See? Clearly organized in paragraphs. So there would be introduction, body, conclusion, using a block form or semi-block form. And coherent. So when we say coherent, it's easy for the examiner to read. Okay, clue. Do not use difficult words. Okay, as much as possible, use only simple words so that the examiner, okay, uh, the examiner would understand that one easily, would read that one easily. Okay, Koi? You remember that one. So these are very important. Okay, next. read the statements. Have you experienced any of this problem? If you don't plan, what happened? Can you read what happened, Koy? If you don't have plan, what happened? I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Koy.
If you don't plan, you can write lots of information.
But not always answer the question, right? So you can have a lot of information if you don't have planning, right? And what happened if you don't have plan? You can write too much words, or too little words, or run out of ideas halfway through. Why? Because there is no planning. There is no organization. It is not organized in paragraphs. Because if you do plan, you know how to do that. What's the first thing? What's the second, the third, or the fourth? Okay, and if you don't plan, what happened? You
May not
may
prove.
not provide clear structure for the examiners to follow easily. Okay? Actually, the examiners can detect by merely looking at your essay, Koy, by merely looking at your writing, he can easily understand, oh, he understood the parts of the essay. Okay? It's easily because, this part is the introduction. The second paragraph is the body. And again, in the body, it depends on you. There would be in the body only one paragraph, but sometimes in the body, you have two, three, or four. It depends. Right, Koy? And after that, the conclusion. Remember what are the words to conclude? There's so many. We learned that one already. Therefore, okay, in conclusion, right, to conclude. So those are the words. Okay? Okay, next. Discuss these questions with a partner. Okay, let's try to do that, huh? How long do you currently spend planning your essays? How long? How long we plan the essay, Koy? What do you think?
Maybe
Did
20
we?
minutes.
Yeah, as 30 minutes, something like that, right? But actually, in a formal IELTS exam, I think you are just given only 5 minutes to 10 minutes to do that, to organize your planning, Koy. Okay? So you should have to do that one very fast. Actually, if we're not doing the answer and question, it's going to be fast, right? But what we did was we asked questions. I ask you questions, right? I ask your idea. So it's sometimes we use a lot of time for that. But if we don't use that, maybe we finish this one within 5 minutes, right, Koy? Now, remember, huh? Let's say if you are given 5 minutes and then 5 minutes for writing, so what are you going to do? Can you do the planning for only 3 minutes and do the writing for 7 minutes? Why? Why do we need to do that? So that you can improve the organization of your writing. Okay? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you write this, how you plan. Okay? For as long as you have a guide, Koy, it doesn't matter because that is not to be checked. Okay? Because that is on a separate paper. The most important thing is how you write an essay, how you write that using a paragraph, because that is the one they are checking, but not your planning. Okay? So that's why do not spend too much time on planning also. Although planning is important, but do not spend too much time on that. If you think you cannot be able to to say a lot of things, or leave, okay, leave and proceed to the other. And then if you still have time, go back, okay, go back. Do not spend so much time on that. Spend so much time on writing, okay. And again, if you cannot be able to incorporate ideas, oh, leave for a while, okay, leave and go to the next, okay. And then after that, if you still have time, go over it again and improved, and that would be the best. Okay, Koy? Okay, because if you were going to spend so much time on let's say for example, oh, I have to do this I have to do this, or I something like that, then you were going to stuck only on the body parts. So what happened on your introduction part? So what happened on your body? What happened on your conclusion? So again, if you think you cannot say something in the introduction more, or leave that one for a while and go to the body now, okay? Then inject. And after that, go to the conclusion. If you cannot be able to give a lot more on the body, or leave again, okay, and go to the conclusion. Once you did the three now, and you have time, go over again and improve them.
Okay.
Okay? So that would be the best call. Okay. Next, how long do you think you should spend planning? Oh, there's now the time, Koy, huh? Oh, what do you think? How long?
Maybe it's 7 to 10 minutes because we have to frame it carefully about what to say so that we can achieve higher score.
Yeah, okay. So that you cannot you will not going to stuck up only on planning, okay? Next, question number 3. What methods do you use to plan? Oh, that's also important, huh?
Yes.
Do you going to use visual plans, or at least, oh, what we did? Can you tell me what we did? Is it a visual plans, or is it a list? Koy, what we did? Okay, listing, huh, Koy? These are lists. You can also use table, Koy, huh? You can also use table. Advantage, disadvantages. Country, and then below, city. Remember, we already had that one, right? You can do
Yes.
the table, advantages, disadvantages, city, country, city, and then put tuk 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 tuk. So everything is there. Okay, it depends. So that is what we call table. Okay, now if you think it's easy for you to do, then do that. Do you think what's the most easiest way on how to do that, that cannot take too long for you to do that? So you have to do that one, coin. Okay? Okay. You can also use visual plans, but sometimes visual plans, if you're not used to that, you will get lost also. You can also use the what do you call this one? A something like a spiral, like for example, you can do the what do you call this one? Something like that,
What do you mean?
right? Graphic organizer. Okay, you know this, Koy? Oh, see? So you can put it in here. Let's say advantages. Okay. The advantages. advantages. And on the other side, disadvantages. And what are those advantages? Oh, put it here, put it there, put it there. Advantages one, advantages two, okay, so on and so forth. And on the other side, you can also do the same, okay? But this time would be disadvantages. Okay, Koy? Oh, see? So you have that one. So which do you think will be more easy so you can do that one, Koy?
Okay.
Okay. Clear, Koy? Is it clear?
Yes,
Yeah.
clear.
Okay, good. Now, let's try to discuss this one. These are very important, Koy. The first step in the planning process is analyze the tasks, which we did, right? Spending enough time reading and analyzing the task will ensure that your answer is
Relevant.
relevant. Yeah, it's important. So, in order to analyze the task, you must first highlight the topic and the task words. Okay, going back in here. What's the topic?
Working in this.
Yes, working in the city and working in the country and working in the city. And you will going to give your the advantages and disadvantages. Okay. Topic. So topic words indicate what needs to be discussed. And the task words indicate what needs to be done. Okay, for example, many students these days choose to work abroad after graduating. Discuss the disadvantages and disadvantages of this. So,
Yes.
topic words, there would be student work
Work
abroad
after
after
graduating.
graduating. So,
Okay.
why is this? These are the topic words because it has connections. Okay? So, what are the task words? Okay, discuss the advantages and disadvantages. So those are the tasks, right, Carl?
Okay.
Okay, actually, I know I'm positive. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, you're good actually in writing. So I don't have any problem about this one with you in writing. So I hope on our next meeting, you can be, tomorrow, and I hope tomorrow you can present this one. Can you
Yes,
do it?
I will have in my homework.
Yeah, okay. So that would be your homework. Just present this one. I want to see how, okay, the one that I am going to check would be the how you do that. Okay, especially the parts. Okay, I'm going to check that and then how you write them. So the form, I am going to know that. Okay, Koy? Because I'm positive that when it comes to what is one grammar. Okay, so I'm positive that you can do that one. Okay? But we need to check how we do that. The introduction, the body, and the conclusion. Remember again, Koy, if you were able to discuss, do not discuss everything on the introduction. Just give them only background. Okay? Because sometimes introduction can be only a background. Okay? Just a hint, a hint. Discuss that one on the body. And in the conclusion again, do not do not retell that you had already said in the body. So in the conclusion, you can cite examples, you can cite studies if ever you had read a study about that one. So anything you can also include your own opinion,
Yes.
okay, but do not retell what has been done already in the body.
Okay.
Okay, so that would be the clue, Koy. Okay, so we'll see you again tomorrow, Koy. I think it's already been time. So thank you so much for your time. See you. Have a nice day. Have a nice good night and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Yes,
Okay, bye
goodbye.
bye.